Okay, we're gonna start off this video a little different. I got this inspiration from Grandmaster Ben Feingold, and when he makes a video, a lot of times, particularly if he's looking at an opening or a trap or a system, he'll first look at the Wikipedia page. And I figured I'd do the same thing if we're looking at tactics. So I typed in double check, and this is what came up. We're going to look at the Wikipedia page for double check. A quick shout out to my Minecraft Journey 815. I appreciate your support on the channel. Um, so a double check is delivered by two pieces simultaneously, and it is almost always represented the same way as a single check, sometimes symbolized by the symbol plus plus, so that's kind of in notation. So the most common form of double check involves one piece moving to deliver check and revealing a discovered check at the same time from a piece it had been blocking. The only possible reply to a double check is a king move, as it is impossible to block or capture both checking pieces at once. In exceptional circumstances, it is possible for the moved piece in a double check to not give check. The only way for this to happen in orthodox chess is by way of en passant capture. I'm going to make another video on what en passant is because a lot of people are unaware, but we're going to go ahead and start looking at some tactics. So, um, whoopsies, here we go. Yes. Okay, so a double check. We're going to see if, okay, yeah, so we're going to get something very similar to what the Wikipedia article suggested. Now, if you notice this move knight to f8, what does it do? Well, it attacks the queen with both the knight on f8 and with this queen on b1. And if you notice, he can't take our queen and he can't take our knight because they're both checking him and he has to deal with one of them. So here's what's special about this move. If, say he goes back, right, we're going to take, and then he takes, and then we play king, queen to h8 checkmate, and checkmate's great. If he goes up, we simply play this, and this is also checkmate. So no matter what he does, we are putting him in mate. Now, I'll go back to this really quickly. From this position, you'll notice that we are moving a piece that blocks our own piece from a checkmate. It's similar to like the opposite of an interference tactic. Instead of putting our own, like putting a piece in between, in the way of our opponent's piece, we're taking our piece out of the way of our own. So it's pretty cool how this works, but this is the solution nonetheless. Okay, again, you'll notice that this bishop is right behind the knight. So we can play bishop here, or we can play, sorry, knight to e7, and then after, so we have a few options. He can play knight to either of these squares. I think the more likely solution is this actually, knight to f6. Now, you'll notice that he has one option instead of two, right? When we played here, he had actually two options. Here, however, he only has one. And from here, we're going to play knight takes g6, checkmate. Boom. Now you'll notice that this knight is covering this square, and this knight checks him. So very cool how our pieces are all able to work together and win the game. So let's take a look here. Okay, I think I see it. So I think we're going to sacrifice our queen. And from here, I think after king takes, we're going to play rook to takes e7. From here, he has to sacrifice his own rook, in which we play rook takes rook, and that's going to be checkmate. Boom. Oh, or he can just play this way. But you'll notice this gets him here. And now when we take, he's double checked. We're checking him with the rook and with the bishop. Very, very cool. So from here, we're going to kind of, looks like we're running into something similar to what we looked at a few puzzles ago. But our bishop is behind this knight. So if you notice, this is actually, I think this is a really cool puzzle. I think this is called Anastasia's, maybe? So this is actually tough to find, but I've seen it before. We're going to play knight to f5. Now here's what this does. It's going to, wait, no, that can't be it. Oh, okay, it's going to be this. I was thinking it'd be here, but we can actually make it to this square either way. So after knight to e7, he has to move the king back. The problem with knight f5 is that he can play d4. So we're going to play, and he can't play d4 because our knight would also be checking him. So after knight e7, we have this really cool move, knight to g3. Now, guess what? After here, we're going to play rook to h8 checkmate. I mean, it's not checkmate yet because he has this queen move, but it's about to be. Boom. That is such a beautiful checkmate. I don't know exactly what the name of that mate is, but I think there is a name for it. Maybe it's Pillsbury mate. I see that down here. We'll take a look at that in a minute. I'm going to give these things some thumbs up. Yeah, that was a really cool puzzle. Okay. Oh, this is a cool one. I think the move is, again, another queen sacrifice. So we're going to play queen to g6. Now, his only move from here is pawn takes. Because this is not a legal move, this isn't a legal move. His only move is pawn takes. And after this, he is in check from the rook and from this. He can't take because of our rook on g1. He's forced back to this square, to the g8 square. And now we're going to play rook to h8. And our pawn is controlling the f7 square. So watch this. Boom. Boom. That is so cool. All right. Let's see one more. Okay, I think it's another queen sacrifice. So from here, you notice that after queen takes, after queen to c8, he has to take, which we're going to play bishop e6. Now, guess what? If he plays this move, checkmate. Easy, right? So he has to go back. But then we're going to play the same move again. We could, if this was a real game, we would be able to pre-move this. That is so cool. Okay, that's going to be it for double attacks. Let me know what other tactics you might want to see. I absolutely love chess. Thanks for watching.